Dr. Brooks, we are back for day 4 of the hold on, let me say it. Drum roll, please. The Elevate Her Experience. This
Yeah.
is launch day 4. We have already made it 4 days in. And just having this conversation, we have already started to see
Mm.
the impact of what happens when strong women stand together, they believe in a vision, and they do the work to figure out how to get there. But most importantly, we invest into ourselves. And so I'm so excited to be back for launch day 4. And I'm feeling something today. I don't know how to explain it, but dare I say, I'm feeling kind of cute. I'm feeling kind of confident. I'm feeling myself today. So I decided to put on the all white that says inspire because I feel so inspired and uplifted today. And I think it's because I discovered that confidence wasn't in about my appearance necessarily. It wasn't about how much weight I can lose or how many books I can read or how intellectual I come across. Confidence, it was none of that. Because when I had all of that, I didn't have the confidence, Dr. Brooks. When I had the high paying salary, the brand new car, the beautiful house, none of those things equated or added to my confidence. But what I discovered, Dr. Brooks, is that when you know something about this thing in your skull, this 3 pound, intellectual, sophisticated AI technology that is happening in this brain, when you learn how to peel the layers back and examine who am I, there's something that changes, Dr. Brooks. So I want to talk to you because they call you, at least this is what I heard today, they call you the brain coach. And maybe you can introduce yourself and then help us to understand, how does confidence start in the brain?
Yeah, that's my mantra. Confidence is a muscle that is built in our brain. And before I get to that, I wrote down this word though, because when you first came on and you were talking, you said this was day 4. And immediately I heard this word in my spirit: consistency. All
Mm.
right. Consistency. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but somebody needs to hear it. Maybe just me and you need to hear it. But do we realize how powerful consistency is? Do you know how many people, and part of this is because people don't have confidence. Do you know how many people quit, Ace? How many people quit before they see the fruit of their labor? My God, tonight. How many people give up before they ever have an opportunity to see that their gift really does make room for them? And so I don't know who needs to hear this on tonight, but I want you to get this word, not just confidence in your spirit, but I want you to also get the word consistency in your spirit tonight. Because as the brain coach, as a leader who uses neuroscience to help people transform their lives, I teach you how to rewire your brain. And it might sound complex. It might not sound as exciting as some other niches, but I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, your brain is the most powerful and the most expensive resource you will ever find on this planet. And the powers that be don't want you to know that everything you need really is inside of you. I wish somebody would clap right there. Everything we need is on the inside of us. And Ace said it, and I literally had this conversation tonight before I got on the call. Like, it's great to look good. We both look great. But let me tell you something. Confidence is a muscle that's built on the inside of us. It is your internal compass. It is your word, Ace. It is efficacy, right? And so here's the thing, y'all, what you must know about your brain. Hey, Nikita's been so long since I see you over here. Hey, Nikita. Hey, goddess. So listen, y'all. This is why it is so difficult for us to get to the next level. Okay, we say it sounds great, but most of us never get there. And I'm going to tell you why. It all has to do with our brain, y'all. Okay, and there's a reason why the powers that be won't teach you about your brain. And so tonight, We're going to teach you the science behind success. And it really does begin with confidence. Hey, Jason, it does begin with confidence, y'all. All right. What is confidence? Confidence is the ability to believe you can. Lord, have mercy. I'm going to say it one more time. Confidence is the ability to believe that you can. Now, watch this. Watch, because I'm going to help somebody. You can't get it from somebody else. You can't get confidence from somebody else. You can't get confidence from something outside of you. The only place you're going to ever find confidence is on the inside of you. Okay. Now, you came into this world. All right. Tell me your birthday. Put your birthday in the comment sections, y'all. I need to know. You came into this time, space, reality confident. You came into this time, space, reality ready to go. You came into this time, space, reality believing completely in yourself. Somebody not going to like this. You came into this time, space, reality as a sovereign being. Okay? All right? May the 7th, 1980. Nikita, you came here on May the 7th, 1980, extremely confident in yourself. Delara, December 22nd, you came here completely capable, confident, efficacious, with full autonomy of your life. Jason, July the 9th, a confident man was born. Now, you might ask yourself, well, if I was born confident, brain coach, Miss Know-It-All, why don't I feel confident enough to do the thing that I know I'm called to do on the inside? Because I need you to talk back to me in the comments. Is there something that you know you should be putting out into this world? But every time you make a move to advance, every time you make a move to do it, that little voice on the inside pulls you back. Talk back to me, y'all. It can't be just me. Talk back to me, y'all. All right. What happened between the time you were born? What was it? May? What was that date? December 22nd, July the 9th, May the 7th. What happened then? Well, somebody, watch this. Y'all better write this down. Because when God give me a message, I never say it the same way the next time. Let me tell you something. On April the 8th, Linda, you were born a fully capable, powerful woman. What happened? Once you came out the womb, the systems and the structures began to reprogram you. Lord, I'm trying to help somebody. Began to reprogram you. Began to pull you away from your divine self. Began to pull you away from your powerful self. Began to pull you away from your anointed self, and began to write new programs in your brain. All right. I want you to think of your brain as a computer. All right. As a hard drive. All right. And you have all kind of programs installed on that hard drive. Now, some of those programs were installed before you got to Earth. What program, Sage? Dr. Brooks, confidence, intelligence, brilliance, spirituality, intuition. Those programs were installed before you got here. Now, the problem is people began to reinstall programs into your hard drive. And they wrote over the programs that you came here with, Delara. All right? Whether it was our parents, whether it was our school teachers, whether it was the church people, whether it was our government, whether it was our friends or our lovers, okay? Society as a whole. The first time somebody insulted you, your confidence began to diminish. Mm-hmm. I want to get you to go back to the first time you remember being insulted or made ashamed. It probably happened those first 7 years of your life. Oh my God. Because the first 7 years of your life are critical. And on tonight, I want to ask you, allow yourself to go back. I always tell my clients, we do something called a lifeline. You take a piece of paper, you draw a line straight across the middle. All right, your lifeline. You start at the first age you can remember anything about your life, and you write as many details as you can. All right, somewhere on that lifeline, you're going to start identifying a pattern of when you lost your confidence. Mm-hmm. You're going to start seeing a pattern of when you lost your confidence. The first time somebody made fun of you, the first time somebody laughed at you, the first time somebody told you you couldn't do it, you were not good enough to do it. whatever it was, okay, that was the first time that a neurological pathway was created in your brain to make you feel like you could not do a thing. Ace, is this helping anybody?
I think we're helping them.
The first time your mama, God, we love our mamas, don't we? But sometimes our mamas are the ones who first made us feel shame. Sometimes our fathers was the ones who made us feel shame. Sometimes it was our lover that made us feel ashamed. Y'all not talking to me. Sometimes it was the father of your children that made you feel that shame. Sometimes it was the mother of your children that made you feel that shame, right? I want you to start thinking about all the times in your life that you've been made to feel shame. And I want some of y'all to put it in the comment section. You ain't got to tell us all your business, but it's good for you to get it up out of your spirit. Mm-hmm. It's good for you to write it yourself so that you can let your brain know, you can let your inner self know, I'm shifting. And that is what the Elevate experience is all about. The Elevate Her experience is about. It is about helping people to shift up out of the low vibrational states of mind that we are in because of the things that we've experienced in this lifetime. Linda says, my brother was the one. Come on, Linda. I want y'all to all reflect. All right? Because I can promise you, as you begin to remember, and sometimes it's hard to remember. But I need you to start remembering, because you know what? This version of you tonight may not be the highest version of yourself. You might be dealing with a version of you that is not as high as you could go. You might be dealing with the version of you that's been traumatized, that's been wounded, that's been hurt, that's been left for dead, that feels unloved. Anybody ever felt unloved before? I have. What happens when you don't remember all that? You probably repress it away. Mm-hmm. And Latrice, I want to ask you something. If you don't remember, I want to also ask you, and this is not, it could be anybody, but I'm just going to use your comment. I want you to also think about the areas of your life that you don't feel safe, that you don't feel confident, that you feel unsure. Because this is what happens, y'all, with repression. Somebody say repression. This is why they call me the brain coach, because I'm in the business of helping us to regulate our nervous system, because our brain is a part of our nervous system. And I know we just want to go out here and be great. I know we just want to go out here and do amazing things. And you will do amazing things, but not until you regulate your nervous system. Mm-hmm. And when we've been traumatized, when we've been wounded, when we've been harmed, y'all, come on here. It changes the structure in our brain. It changes the functionality in our brain. It starts to send messages to our brain. Our brain will start releasing chemicals to the rest of our body, because our body and our mind and our spirit are one system. I need somebody that's not mad to type one system. And when you start repressing memories, all right, that is because your nervous system is in fight or flight. Your nervous system, the amygdala in your brain, has not been shut off. And so now your brain thinks that you're always in danger. Your brain thinks you're always in some kind of trouble. Your brain is always looking to detect threat. All right. And so your memory center, that's a part of your brain. Okay. Your memory center becomes dysfunctioned because of the trauma. And that's why you can't remember everything. And people push things away as a coping mechanism, right? Sometimes the pain is so deep, it hurts too much to remember. So our brain has a way of repressing that. But can I help you real quick? That's good for the temporary, for the moment. But I need you to understand that repression creates not only depression, but it creates suppression. And when you are suppressed, then you are stagnant. You can't go beyond the limitations, right? And so confidence, I'm telling you, because the brain is neuroplastic. Y'all should know that by now. We talk about neuroplasticity all the time. And so I'm telling you on tonight that any of you can walk in confidence if you are willing to do the work to rewire the neurology, the networks in your brain. All right. It is a muscle that is built in the brain and nowhere else. Okay. I don't care how much weight you lose. Okay. I don't care how long and expensive your weave is. Leave me alone. Mind your business. Judge yourself. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what kind of career you have. I don't care what kind of house you live in. None of those things produce confidence within you. All right. There are people who are homeless tonight who have nothing, who have more confidence than wealthy people. Are you hearing me? All right. And so what I'm talking about tonight is this internalized ability that you can activate. Somebody say activation.
Activation.
Thank you. I'm talking about activation. It is a code. Confidence is a code. All right. And we want to activate that code within you.
That's
Somebody
right.
say the code.
The code.
It's a code. And so what the brain does is the brain gets used to looping in habits. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We do the same thing over and over again, do we not? We do the same thing over and over and over and over. So you see that picture on the screen of the brain? I want you to look over there near around where it says the cerebellum. Y'all see that? You see where it says like the cerebellum up in that area right there? That's where a lot of this is taking place, right? Your amygdala and your memory center, your hippocampus. This is where a lot of this is taking place, okay? Now, that pink area called the frontal lobes, that's where I need you to move to, okay? Because your cerebellum is like your subconscious. That's the subconscious brain, right? And for hundreds of thousands of years on this planet, that's all humans had. All right. If you were to take your left hand and put it over half that screen right there, and you just see half of the brain, that's all we used to have. Okay. So we didn't have the frontal lobes years ago. Okay. We have them now, but we rarely use them. Why? Because we're still using the cerebellum. We're still using the primitive part of our brain. Hello, I'm about to get in trouble, Ace. We're still using that primitive part of our brain, all right? And so we are still acting, sometimes we're acting like primitive people. We have a lot of fear. This is why fear sells. Oh, come on. If I was on here tonight teaching you or prophesying to you about things that would cause fear, we'd have a whole lot more people. Why? Mm-hmm. Because fear sells, because fear is the oldest part of your brain in the amygdala. It's called the fear center. Somebody said the fear center. So your brain and your nervous system are naturally, there's a proclivity for fear, very naturally. Why? Because nobody teaches us how to move over to the pink part of that brain. I want you to move over to the pink part of your brain. I want you to put your brain in drive, and I want you to move up. All right, because in the pink part of your brain is your frontal lobes, your prefrontal cortex, your PFC. Somebody say my PFC. That is the executive part of your brain. Okay. And I promise you, it will override all of the negativity, all of the fear that's in your cerebellum area. I promise you it will override that. And when you can learn how to activate your frontal lobes, you will become a more confident person. Why they don't teach all this in the schools and the churches is, I just don't get it, but I do get it. But we're teaching you here tonight. So there is a way for you to become a high-level thinker in your business, in your relationships, in your finances, in your health. Okay, we know science has shown us. We know that your mind creates experiences for you. Your mind oftentimes can change experiences for you. Your mind can shift realities for you. This is science, y'all. Okay, we know there are documents of where a person's mind healed them of disease and sickness. A person's mind pulled them out of poverty and into wealth. Come on here. A person's mind took them from being lonely to having friends and family members who love them and lovers. You hear how I said lovers?
You said more than one?
Because some people want more than one lover, y'all. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Okay, just look straight ahead. Everybody just look straight ahead, right? So this is what confidence can do for a person. But if nobody teaches us that, Ace, I'm getting ready to shut up because I'm going to let you talk. But if we're not taught this, then we're thinking that the life we're living now is all we can do. If nobody teaches us that our brain is neuroplastic and that our brain determines our outcomes, that we can use our brain to help us get the outcomes we want. If we don't know that, then we just accept status quo. And that's what so many people have done. They've accepted status quo. But I'm telling you, he showed you the image tonight, that confidence is built in that pink part of your brain, in your lobes.
I am just so impressed with the science that exists in this world to help explain to us something as complex as confidence.
Yes.
Like, you guys saw the picture, you guys saw the image, and we talk about elevation. This whole thing is about elevation. And I just want you to take note. If you can just look here at this image, the cerebellum is in the back, but the frontal lobes are in the front. And I don't know about you, but I want an in the front blessing in my life.
Oh my God.
I want to be in the front, on top. I want to be in this place. And Dr. Brooks, we talk about this thing every night. These three special, special words. Special, special words. And they all start with ease. So if you need to
Let's
turn your mic
go.
down and turn your earphones down, because I'm about
Let's
to
go.
hit these words real hard.
Let's
We're
go.
talking about empower, elevate, and excel.
Let's
And you
get it.
say, how do I get there? We're showing you right now. You're going to have to elevate from the cerebellum up into the prefrontal cortex. We're going to need you to come to the frontal lobe. And how do you get there? Well, I got one easy thing that I did some research on today, Dr. Brooks, about what is that practical thing that people can know that can start to get them on that elevator from that primitive brain to this sophisticated brain. How do we get there? You know what, Dr. Brooks? The number one thing that came up in my research today was to stop comparing yourself to others.
Hmm.
I don't know if anybody in this room want to get honest tonight. This is a safe place. But do you guys know that you're comparing yourself to others is impeding on your confidence? And I don't know if anybody want to be brave to talk about it today. But if you're not, I'll be brave, Dr. Brooks. Let me tell you, as a person who sits out here every day on these lives and these webinars, I'll go to someone's room who is eating popcorn and chicken, and I see they have 5,000 people in the room. And I say, man, I was talking about some of the highest level stuff. I was talking about things that I know could change the world. And my room has 7 people. I compared myself. I compared myself to something else outside of me, that I started to lose that prefrontal cortex sophisticated experience. And I started going back into my primitive brain. I'm trying to teach you guys how it happens for you. You've compared yourself to the people that you see where you want to be. You've compared yourself to people who may have that degree that you just can't afford to get right now. Or people who they just got a little bit more money, so they dress a little nicer, right? You know, they just got the car that you love. You can't get it right now. Or maybe their spouse, you just see how happy they look with their spouse, and you're like, man, her man fine. Her man look better than mine. Oop. You know what? I didn't mean to go that far, y'all. You have compared yourself to your environment, and you begin to lose confidence. And so I want to help you with a real practical step today. Let's stop that. Dr. Brooks, what happens in our brain when we start to look at the world and all of the things that we wish we could have, and we get into that place? Why is it that when we compare ourselves to others, we lose hope?
Well, I posted a video on YouTube today. If hopefully it uploads, it might give me a little bit of trouble, but I hope people will listen to the video. I opened the video up by saying God changed, and we're not supposed to say that, right? But the message of that video is that beliefs are a powerful thing, and so if you have a maladaptive belief about yourself, especially after comparing yourself to somebody else, the comparison itself is going to create a belief within you about yourself. I'm going to say that one more time. Before I forget, I just pinned the link where we're talking about confidence tonight. We have a free gift for you. I need you to get yourself on our mailing list, and you can get a free gift, the confidence code. the confidence code, okay? Because he asked us, how can we build confidence? I got a whole free gift that we've created for you to teach you how to build that confidence muscle. It is a code that you have to crack. You got to crack the code, okay? So I want you to click on that link right there in the comment section. Give us your first name. Give us your email address. Scroll down and open up the confidence code tonight, and you can start the journey right now to begin to build that muscle in your brain, okay? But I want to get back to it. What happens when we compare ourselves to somebody else? And in our mind, our perception is that they're doing better than us, or that they are a better person than us, or that people like them better. That comparison then turns into belief that you've created about yourself, okay? Now, the belief itself is a thought. Y'all walk with me because it's the brain coach. Somebody say, teach brain coach. So the comparison starts first. The comparison is an energy that you've now created. That's not a new age word, y'all. Energy is a scientific word, okay? So there's comparison. When you're comparing yourself, a lot of activity is being used in the brain, okay? The comparisons are internalized within you. So there's all kind of thoughts now that are going to be attached to the comparison. You have all kind of internalized thoughts. They're thinner than me. They're prettier than me. You know, they have more people in their lives and people like them better. They have more money, yada, 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 on and on it goes. Well, each of those thoughts registers in your brain as a trigger.
Somebody say trigger in the comments. Somebody type trigger. See, I think that we on their street, and that's why they so quiet.
That's why they so quiet.
I think we're on their street. If y'all can just step on your porch and say hi.
Hey y'all. Turn the lights on, okay? So now you have all these triggers in your brain, and these are energies, y'all. Okay? If we opened your brain up, we could see all of your thoughts. They'd be lighting up in the brain. Okay, now as these thoughts, these energies are lighting up in the brain, Delara, they're also sending messages to you, the self. Somebody say the self. Okay, now if you've compared yourself to somebody else, you're losing confidence. Your confidence muscle is not being built, but what is being built in you is going to look like things like laziness. It might look like depression. It might look like fatigue. It might look like insomnia. It might look like, hyperactivity. Let me know when I get to you. It might look like self-sabotage. Oh. Have I found your street yet? What's your address?
You on mine. I know I didn't invite you though.
It might look like self-sabotage, right? It might look like delay and dysfunction.
Ooh.
Okay, these are the people. Just look straight ahead, y'all. We just all just getting crushed together. These are the folks that every year it's their year, and then it's never their year.
Okay, now you.
These are the folks that next year is my year, and next year comes and nothing changes.
Uh-oh.
These are the people who are always in their head. Now, high five somebody in the comment section and say, "Neighbor, get out your head." Okay, so we have something called mirror neurons in our brain. You need to let your brain do the thing that it's designed to do. All right. But when you feel a defeatist, when you have a defeatist attitude, you have low self-worth and low self-esteem. Hey, Toya, then your mirror neurons are not going to work for you. Now, here's what's supposed to happen. You have mirror neurons. That means that when you see somebody else outside of you, their behavior should trigger a similar behavior or emotional response within you. Now, you want an example of that? You ever watched a sad movie on TV and they were crying and somebody was sick or somebody was dying? You cried too, or you felt that pain too. Did you not? That's called a mirror neuron. Okay, mirror neurons. That's what that does. We mirror.
They experience it every day. Just watch someone yawn.
You'll yawn too.
You're going to yawn too.
You're going to yawn too. Exactly. It's like it's contagious. All right. But when your confidence code, watch this. This is why I need you to go ahead and get the gift. Because I ain't giving them the answers, Ace. They got to go get the code for the answers.
You got to go get the code.
But when your confidence code is not developed, which is the science behind success, talk to any successful person, they're no different than you or I. The only reason they made it is because they believed that they could. But a lot of us have a confidence code that's not been unlocked yet. And it's not unlocked because you don't have the numbers to the code.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I created the gift to help you unlock it, to break the code. So if your confidence is not developed, when you see somebody that you perceive is further along than you are, your mirror neurons are not going to reflect back to you what you could be. Your mirror neurons are not going to reflect back to say to you, you can do that too. What your mirror neurons are going to do is say, oh my God, I might as well quit. I might as well give up.
Might as well give up.
I might as well just start over tomorrow. It's not going to work for me. You know why that is? Because your confidence has not been developed. Okay. And so it's really important to develop that confidence muscle. It's really important because it really is the science behind how successful we can be on this planet. Ace talked about numbers earlier. And I get it. You know, we all have that vanity within us. There's times that I do that too. I'm like, oh. If I was out here doing a mukbang, it'd be 3,000 people. Only got 7 people. I'm a businesswoman. And what I know is quality is more important than quantity, right? And so how do we get here? We're having to build our confidence muscle up, right? Because if we didn't have the confidence muscle built up, we wouldn't be here either tonight. All right, we'd be over there watching the mukbang with everybody else. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear this tonight. I don't know who needs to hear this tonight. Let me know in the comments section. Maybe I got the wrong live. I could go somewhere else.
You're on the wrong street.
It might be. Maybe I need to be back on TikTok. I don't know. I left TikTok to come to y'all, so don't make me look bad now.
All right, Toya. It's all right. We're talking to you.
Toya, come on, Toya. I'm going back to TikTok if y'all don't respond. Okay. Because they love me on TikTok, except for the trolls. Never mind. Focus, Vanessa. So, okay. So here's the question. Dolores says, so will confidence help with discipline? Yes. Because that's Delara.
That's too good.
Delara signed up for the confidence code last night or this morning. She's on the wait list. She's on the Elevate Her Experience email list. You know what? That's such a great question. Yes. Because here's the thing, y'all. How could you ever be disciplined in anything if you don't believe you can do a thing? I just want y'all to sit with that for a minute. And this is why we're telling you that confidence really is the secret to success. Because we're going to quit. We're going to run away if we don't believe we can. And what is discipline? Discipline is the ability to stay still and to focus. Is it not? That's all discipline is. Discipline is the ability to focus, to be attentive, to finish. Somebody that's not mad say to finish. It is the opposite of quitting. It is the opposite of out of control. A disciplined person has mastered control. But without confidence, there can be no control. Because watch this. If a person doesn't feel like they can on the inside, the last thing you want to do is sit with yourself. Discipline requires that you sit with yourself. But if I have all these internal conversations going on about myself, you think I want to sit here and be disciplined? No. So when I tell you that confidence is the first step, that is why we chose the confidence code to be the gift to you all, because I know, Ace knows, we've been working with clients for decades, right? No matter what people come to me with, they're like, I want to start my business. Okay, great. Go start your business. But are you ready for the people who are going to say no to you? Go ahead, start your business. But are you ready for the people who criticize your work? Go ahead and start your business. What you going to do when only 8 people show up to your live? So what I find is that people want the things, they want the stuff. It takes the soft skills, y'all. And this is why, Ace, when this kind of niche is a little tricky, because this is soft skills development. Soft skills ain't sexy to some people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, developing emotional intelligence and confidence and, you know, stress management and
Yes.
discipline. People like, I don't want to do that. Okay. And those are the people who I promise you, those people are unhappy. Those people are not fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Those people don't have love for themselves and other people. Why? Because you can't get those things superficially. You just can't. Those things come from within. It's the law of attraction. You attract after your own kind. All right. It's what you put out into the universe from the internal place that comes back to you. So, yes, you do need to develop confidence before you can ever become disciplined in anything. You got to first believe that you can. Ace talks about agency, talk about self-efficacy. He showed the actualization chart the other night, where we're supposed to be ascending to, you know, this higher level, this higher place in ourselves. But that takes confidence first, y'all. I told Ace tonight, I looked up the word elevate tonight before coming live. It's fascinating to me. I love, y'all, look. If you don't do nothing else that I tell you to do, child, invest in some dictionaries.
Okay.
Okay, I love me some dictionaries. I love me some vocabulary builders. I love the thesaurus. Listen, the word elevate. I want y'all to type this in the chat for me. Listen. To raise or to uplift to a higher position. How can you be lifted up to a higher position without confidence, though? If you have a fear of failure, and some of y'all have a fear of success, how can you ever elevate if you don't believe that you can? It means to promote or to receive a promotion. Anybody ready for a promotion? Anybody? Am I the only one? Raise your hand in the comments too. Promotion. Somebody say promotion, right? But you need confidence first. You need confidence to even apply for the position. You need confidence to apply for the promotion, right? You have to have that first, right? I love this part. Elevate, the definition. Aggrandize. What does that mean? To increase in power. I don't know who needs to hear this, right? But we're talking about a power increase. Somebody said a power increase, right?
Power increase.
A power increase. To increase in status. What? And to increase in wealth.
Ooh.
Somebody say money. We talking about money.
We talking about money on.
Yes. But in order to get any of those things, in order to have any of those things, a person has to first believe that they can. And that is where the confidence comes into play.
You're hitting it on the head, Dr. Brooks. You know, I think that was such a emotionally intelligent question. Can confidence get me to discipline? What you realize is that confidence is a generator. Confidence is going to help you to generate all of those things. And we talk every day about efficacy. Well, what is efficacy? We talk about efficacy is the ability to influence a certain thing to ensure that it comes to fruition in your life, to make sure that a certain thing can happen. It's your ability to look at something and say, I can do that. Well, what are these practical steps? Because I know we sit here with all of these big words and all of these concepts, and it's like, well, I don't know what that means. Well, I got a tip for you guys today. Dr. Brooks, I think I'm going to give them a tip.
Give them a tip.
A tip on how you can believe more, how you can become more efficacious. Well, you got to start small. You got to start small because the science says if we do a thing and we accomplish a task, it influences us. It builds confidence. So I dare you to maybe analyze, what does that mean to you? Maybe tomorrow you say, I'm going to wake up 10 minutes earlier. Just one time tomorrow, I'm going to just try it because I want to start waking up earlier because I know if I get up a little earlier, I'll be able to accomplish more goals. So how about maybe we just set the alarm clock 15 minutes earlier? What you're going to do is you're going to start programming your brain because I bet you when you do it, you're going to be very proud of yourself. When you wake up in the morning on time, you're going to say, man, I did it. Or maybe it's the one of you who want to just go for that walk you've been saying you're going to go for every week. Oops. I ain't talking about you, Dr. Brooks. When one of y'all want to go finally for that walk and go to the gym like you've been saying, let me turn my camera off so I don't look at me.
Does walking from my car into the grocery store, does that count as a walk today?
It's a walk. It builds some confidence.
Okay.
I'm asking you to find a small goal and just do it every day. Just one brick at a time. If you watch someone build a tower, right? They don't start from the top down. They built that thing from the bottom up. If you watch a brick paver, that person is going to lay one brick at a time. But I promise you, one day what you're going to see is a full wall. So I'm asking you to, what is your brick? What is your brick? What is the brick that tomorrow, you know what? Why not now? What is the brick tonight that you can build tonight that is going to add to the wall of your dreams, to the wall of the things that you believe and hope for and aspire to accomplish? What is that small task? Because we're talking about, how do I do this? Because I hear everyone on the internet talking about it. Oh, get rich and how to be successful and all of these things, but they never tell you how.
How?
The how is you gotta get in action. You know, I always talk about this with my clients because they always talk about the law of attraction. I remember when it was the big wave of it. The Secret was out, and everybody just thought the law of attraction was, money. And you walk outside and get in your car, money was gonna come to you. Well, the root word there was action. Action has always been a part of the word of attraction. And so I'm daring someone to trust me and just feel this out. Just do the thing one time. And what your brain is going to say is, wow, it wasn't that difficult. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, right? Maybe you should just tomorrow, when you wake up, you brush your teeth first. I ain't trying to talk about none of y'all, but I can sometime through the camera. Okay, never mind. I need you to wake up, and I want you to just say, you know what? I'm going to film that video today. I'm going to just film the video today. I dare you. I am challenging you. I'm not calling you out. I'm calling you up. I'm challenging you right now to say, you know what? This one is for me. I have to get into a space of action that is going to transform, is going to reconfigure your brain. Your brain is going to say, oh my God, I can do a thing. That's how you build efficacy. It's like a puzzle piece. It's nothing so difficult about what we're teaching you guys today. But we are saying that the application means now. The application means that you come into these spaces and you sit around for 10 minutes and something is speaking to you and something is saying, man, I feel this. Well, let me tell you, the action is now. The action is now. Subscribe to our channels or actually click the link and sign up for the free webinar where we actually get to dive deeper into this conversation, because I want to help you to discover the confidence to be disciplined. And I'm telling you, it's going to take for you to start small. It's going to take for you to start small. Dr. Brooks, me and you, this is a vulnerable space. This is a space where I want you to know us. Dr. Brooks and I have been talking for 2 years about partnering our businesses up together. For 2 years, we've been talking about it. I mean, we said we was going to start January, February. Then we skipped March. I don't know what happened to March, but we said, okay, April, we're going to start. 2 years, guys. We done flown around the world to meet up with each other. We done been out in the sun on rooftops having drinks. Guess what? We ain't never do no work together. No work. This is our week 1 of the launch of a collaborative project with us. And I'm going to tell you right now, when me and Dr. Brooks get into rooms and we gossip and we have fun and we talk all this stuff that's not about this, it's 7,000 people in the room.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you, my confidence, I'm activating it right now. I see how many people are here. I see how many likes. And I'm saying, you know what? Because I know what I say out of my mouth has value, that I'm talking to the right person in this space.
Yes.
That's what my confidence is telling me. My confidence is saying I'm having a one-on-one intimate experience with someone. You see how my brain protects me now. Because the old brain, before I started practicing these things that we're teaching today, would have said, oh, nobody is listening. Let's just wrap it up early, Dr. Brooks. They're not engaging like we normally get. Let's just leave, Dr. Brooks. Let's just get on the phone and talk tonight until 6 in the morning.
Because we can.
We do.
And we do.
But I know that out of this 7, somebody in this room right now, I'm touching your heart. I'm giving you the assignment that you've been praying for. You've been saying, God, I need a sign. God, help me, God. I keep seeing that I have something that's destined for me, but I don't know how to get there. Well, let me tell you, I'm being sent here as a prophetic voice for you today to say that today is the day that you say, why not now? Why not now? Why not right now do something I've never done so I can start to build my efficacy, so I can start to build my agency? I'm going to do the thing finally. I'm going to do it. I'm going to film that video. Tomorrow, I'm going to get up and learn about trademarks. Tomorrow, I'm going to get up and learn about a DBA. I'm going to learn what a sole proprietorship is versus a limited liability company. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the thing. Can I challenge somebody in here? Because I know that I'm in here with somebody because my confidence is telling me that you're one of the in here right now. I know you're in here. So I'm challenging you. I'm calling you up. I'm not calling you out. Dr. Brooks, I get so passionate because I think about how confidence has transformed my brain and helped me to see what I didn't see. And Dr. Brooks, let's talk about what happens when you can't see it.
Well, we talk about it with that image that we've been sharing all week.
I think we should do it for these.
We should do it real quick too while you're pulling up. And while he's pulling up, again, this is a space where we're going to be vulnerable because I think the best leaders are the ones who are the most honest. And we're going to be honest in this space. And I'm never going to show up in this space and make you all think that I got it all together, that I've arrived. I am going through this with you all. Even as I am writing the program that I'm going to be offering you all to purchase, I am still doing the work with each and every one of you because Ace is right. We've been on TikTok for the last couple of years, hanging out over there with hundreds of people, getting on the lives, and we'd be on there for hours. But we both knew for different reasons. Many of you all know you've watched my educational journey and my deconstruction journey online. I put all that in front of the world to see. And it was time for me to pivot. I heard it very clearly that it was time to pivot in my business. While I will always do some religious content, there are other aspects of Dr. Vanessa that needs to be put into the world. And it's difficult to change. Somebody talk back to me. Come on, don't leave me out here by myself. Have you ever tried to change something and find yourself reverting back to what's familiar, reverting back to what's comfortable, reverting back to what feels safe, reverting back to those spaces and places that you feel a level of comfort with? Well, listen, elevation requires a level of discomfort. I don't know who I'm talking to. I said elevation requires a level of discomfort. Somebody come on here, talk to me. It can't be just Dr. Vanessa. And so I'm in my season of elevation. I don't know who needs to hear that. I'm in my season of elevating right with you. And I told Ace, if don't nobody sign up for this program, which is a lie, because 10 of y'all going to sign up. I'm signing up for it because I'm ready to elevate my life. I'm ready to elevate my money. I'm ready to elevate my peace more than anything else. I want peace in my life, y'all. And so I had to make some radical decisions in this season. I had to cut some things away. I had to do some pruning. Who am I talking to? I had to prune some things out of my life, and it didn't feel good. And it was scary because I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. And I still don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I have faith, not just in God, but I have faith in me. I need you to high five somebody in the comments and say, sister, brother, or whatever you call yourself. Have faith in you. Because some of you are waiting for the answers. You're waiting for this to be easy. Nobody ever told you that this was going to be easy. And so he talked about what happens when you can't see it. And that's what's wrong with some of y'all right now, because you can't see the outcome. You're just going to be stuck and stagnant. But you're not going to see it all the time. And let me tell you what, there's a power that works in you that has to help your brain to see it. Now, I want you to look at this image right here. I want you to look at the image. And if you've been here this week and you know where we're going with this, please don't spoil it for the rest of the people, okay? But I need you to do me a favor. I need everybody to engage with me. I want you to look at that image for 20 seconds. I want you to study it, look all around it. And I want you to tell me what you see. All right? There's no shame in this. All right, but I want to show you something. We're going somewhere with this tonight. Okay? Because I believe that the only reason you're listening to me in ACE tonight is because this is resonating with you. And you know that there are some goals that you have for your life. And you know that the reason you're not able to get there is because you can't see it, because you lack the confidence. Well, I'll tell you something else about confidence. It's hard to have confidence when you don't have a vision. All right, so y'all start typing in the comment section. What do you see in this image? I need to know. What do you see in this image? I need to know. And I'm going to explain to you why it's so important for you to understand the science behind success. It is a science, y'all. And it's important for you to understand that you have the power on the inside of you to become successful. The problem is nobody is teaching this to us. You've been there, Tim? Nobody is teaching us the science of success. Nobody is teaching it to us. I'm going to get in trouble. They want us to just name and claim it. They want us to praise for it. Nobody tells us how to get it, though. I want to teach you how to get it, but you got to work with me. All right. So I need to know what you see in this image. Do you see answers yet, Ace? I don't see no answers.
I'm seeing. Let me see here. Okay, I see some answers. Come on, guys. Let us know what you see.
Miss Wisdom says, I see a profile, footsteps, fallen trees, and open spaces. Miss Wisdom is brave. You see a lot.
She got wisdom.
You got wisdom. You see a lot, Miss Wisdom. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Two more people to tell us, what do you see in this image? And I want you to know this is a safe space. We are going somewhere with this. I promise you. You're about to have your mind blown. So I need you to let me know. What do you see? Now, Ms. Wisdom says she see a profile, some footsteps, fallen trees, and open spaces.
Is Miss Wisdom the only one here with us, Ace? I thought I saw a few more
people. I saw at least two more now.
I don't know. I'm looking.
I'm going to wait 30 seconds, and then we'll go on to the exercise.
There we go.
Okay.
There's
now, I know there's one more because my spirit.
Hey.
My spirit is telling me there's one more person who's going to give us an answer. All right. Okay.
Linda says ahead of a. Put Linda's back up there for 1 second. She said it's ahead of a person, and what else?
Fallen leaves.
Oh, fallen leaves. Okay. All right.
All right. There go my other person. Come on, Toya.
Toya says she's trying to see. Use your good eye, Toya. Use your good eye.
Look at God. We got two more people. We got four people.
Says I see a head. It's like a couple of trees. Okay. Y'all got to stay put because you can't leave. You got to wait to the end. The finale. Who else is
Come on, Toya. Keep squinting. What you see, Toya?
cover your weak eye, Toya. Just use your good eye.
She says, I do see a face, but nothing else thus far.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you so much, Delara. We love you.
Love you, Delara. Okay. Hey, Tracy Dudley. That girl, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
Linda, I love you.
Tracy, welcome to the live. I don't know if you've been here before, but we're doing a quick little test. And we're going somewhere with it. We have an image on the screen. If you feel brave enough, tell us what you see in this image. Tracy, we would love to hear your answer. What do you see in this image?
I think that's Miss Cadillac Red from TikTok. I think
it's me, Cadillac, and H.
Yes. Hey, Cadillac Red. Okay, y'all. So here's the thing. I love you, and I appreciate y'all for answering. Toya, Linda, Miss Williams, Tim. Thank y'all. But guess what? All of y'all are incorrect in what you saw. Okay. And it's okay because I'm going to show you something in a minute. Now, this is actually a cow. It's a cow, y'all. Now, you're going to see it in a minute. I want you to look to the left of this image. Look to the left of the image and then start to look upward. You may have to pull back a little bit. I need you to let me know when you see the cow. The cow's looking right at you, too.
It's looking right at you.
Let me know when you see the cow. Let us know in the comments when you see the cow, because you're going to see it. What we don't know is that our brain is a predictor. It predicts, but it predicts based on what it knows. And if it observes something that it has not seen before, if it observes something that it doesn't recognize, or if it observes something where there is no neurological pathway for it, it'll start to just guess. It'll make up things. It'll use cues and beliefs and guesses to fill in the gaps because it can't process what it does not know. And that is what happened to each of you tonight when I told you that it was a cow. Your brain could not process this image as a cow. Dolores says, now I see it. Linda says, I don't see it yet. That's good, actually. I'm glad it ain't good, but it kind of proves my point.
But what's happening? Her brain is like,
her brain is like, wait a minute, that doesn't like a cow to me. And this is what I'm trying to show you all about your goals. All right. So your brain remembers the first time that it was introduced to an image of a cow. You might not remember when, but your brain remembers the first time that you were introduced to a cow. So when your brain saw it was a cow, somebody told your brain, this is a cow, this is what it looks like. Your brain took a snapshot of that image. If you don't believe me, go check it out. It's called neuroscience, y'all. Your brain photographs everything and it stores it away. Your brain took an image of the picture of the cow. It stored it away into his Rolodex and said, okay, that's a cow. Now, this is not what your brain remembers when it was introduced to a cow. So your brain was like, wait, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. It's scrambled. Okay. And that's why you could not see it, because your eyes can only see what your brain tells it to see.
Uh-oh.
Did y'all know that? See, Dolores says, I couldn't see it until you said left corner. My God, this is why y'all need a coach in your life. This is what this is trying to show you, that we have blind spots, y'all. And your dreams and your goals, that's the cow in your life that you're not able to ascertain right now. Because if you don't have a neurological pathway for your goal, if you don't have a neurological pathway built in your brain for the goal that you want to achieve, your brain is going to have a really difficult time trying to help you achieve it, because your brain has never saw that before for you. Does that make sense? So your goal is going to feel very scrambled up in your brain, because your brain is like, wait a minute, I don't know what it is to make 6 figures if all you ever made was 5 figures. Does that make sense, y'all? Okay, so your eyes are not what you're using to see. Your brain is actually seeing images first, and then very quickly it is transferring that image electrically to the optic nerve behind your eyeballs, and then your eyeball sees what your brain tells it to see. Does that make sense, y'all? Linda says, now I see it.
Toya, I am really tickled by you right now.
I see it. I knew the face answer would be wrong, and that's why I was squinting. Can you outline the cow instead of having trouble? So Toya, what I want you to do, because I don't think you're not going to be able to see us do it. So Toya, you're going to see it. Watch this. Watch this, Toya. You're going to see it this time. Take your eyes and look to the left of the picture. Forget everything on the right. Just go to the left of the picture. Go all the way to the far end of that picture. I want you to then move your eyes upward. You're going to start seeing the 2 ears, one on the left, one on the right.
You're going to see a cute little nose.
Cute little nose. You're going to see the black eyes. All right. Just look to the left, back up a little bit, and you'll see it. You'll see half of his body.
She said, "Oh snap!"
Oh snap! You see it? You see it, right, Toya?
Oh snap!
Does that mean she sees it?
Yeah, that means she sees
it. I see it. There, I told you see it. Okay. So I want y'all to trust me tonight. I'm not pulling your leg. I know we're used to people scamming us, but I'm telling you all, there's a science to success. And if we can't see the thing that we desire, we will not be motivated or inspired to pursue it.
Mhm.
I'm going to say that one more time. If we cannot see the thing that we desire to become, if we can't see our opportunities, we miss them. And if we can't see those opportunities, we will not pursue them. And instead, our brain will do what y'all's brain did tonight. It'll start making up stuff to
Mhm.
give you a reason why you can't do it.
Mhm.
And you'll settle into that reason and say, oh, okay. Had Ace and I not shared with you all tonight that that was a cow, you would have left here thinking that it was what? A man laying in the woods, some
Uh-huh.
leaves, some
Falling
footsteps.
tree.
Uh-huh. So I'm asking you all tonight, how many opportunities have you missed because you thought it was too difficult or impossible? Was it that? Or was it that your brain could not see it? And because your brain, God have mercy, because your brain couldn't see it, it didn't show it to you. And so you couldn't see it.
Mhm.
And because you couldn't see it, there was nothing inside of you inspiring you to pursue it. That is what the Elevate Her experience is about. There are a lot of opportunities. You can go watch stuff for free. It's great. There are all kinds of things on YouTube to teach you how to start your business, how to grow your channel, how to find love. Hey, I want you to do all that stuff. But some of y'all gonna have information overload if you don't already.
Mhm.
It comes a time when you have to stop getting all the information and it's time to learn method. It's time to learn procedure. It's time to know thyself. And what those people won't tell you is that the methodology has to first be the one inside of you. So they'll give y'all like 1, 2, 3 steps. Ace discussed, he talked about starting a YouTube channel. That's a great goal. That's a great first step. It will activate confidence in you. But how many people know it's still external? Because I started my YouTube channel a few years ago, and how many times did I stop and start the channel?
Mhm.
Y'all raise your hand. How many times have y'all started something because you felt a little ounce of motivation, and then when a light wind blew, it knocked you off course again, and you shrank again? Why does that happen? Because nobody is teaching us how to go within. And I'm saying that in 21 days, if you tell me what the goal is that you have, whether it's for your business, whether it's for your wellness, whether it's for your relationships, if you tell me in Ace what your goal is, when you come into the Elevate Her experience and you spend 30 days with us, you are going to leave there knowing exactly what you need to do within yourself to reach those goals. I can teach you how to start a business just fine, but those are external steps. And that's
Mhm.
great. But I'm telling, I wish Elise was on here. I wish some of my clients was on here tonight. They'll tell you the external steps, the 1, 2, 3 steps, that's great. But if on the inside, if you don't feel worthy, if you don't have self-love, if you don't have mastery of self, you're going to be stuck. You're going to sabotage yourself over and over and over and over again. And you'll go to your grave with all of that greatness in you. And people who should have experienced your greatness on the earth will never have an opportunity to do so.
Mhm.
And so I'm asking you tonight to get in flow state with me and Ace. And I love that our numbers are small because we're showing you by example. We're doing this in real time. We're not fake, y'all.
Mhm.
There's a lot of leaders on the internet. They are so fake, and I just get so irritated. And sometimes I do get angry. Ace does too, because we like, how? How is that? They're so manipulative. It just makes us so angry. But it doesn't matter because we know at the end of the day, it is the heart posture that matters. And we
Mhm.
are showing you in real time what confidence looks like. We are showing you in real time what it looks like to believe in something so much
Mm-hmm.
that you're willing to put yourself out there
Yep.
at the risk of being laughed at, overlooked. That's how much we believe in the Elevate Her experience, because we know there's 10 women. We know that there's 10 women on the planet of 8 billion who will trust Ace and I to walk them through this process. And it ain't too many people teaching y'all the science behind manifestation. They'll teach y'all affirmations, and we will use some of those too. They'll teach you affirmations. They'll teach you, just name it and claim it. They'll teach you that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but they won't teach you the science behind it.
No.
They won't teach you that you are a whole universe on the inside. They won't teach you how to rewire your brain, how to rewire and regulate your nervous system that has been traumatized and damaged and wounded by this crazy world we live in. They won't teach y'all that part because they want y'all to keep coming back. My clients, when they get it, they got it. They're good. They don't have to keep coming back, because once they learn the system, they can apply the system to
Mm-hmm.
any area of their life.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to teach you the system, at least the beginning stages of the system. There's a lot more to it, but we want to at least give you enough to say, you know what, I got a solid way to get my goals accomplished. And so we're asking you tonight, will you get in flow state with us? Now, next weekend, September 27th, September 28th, and September 29th, Ace and I are hosting a webinar. All right. And this webinar is going to teach you another very important process in manifestation, which is wealth consciousness. Okay. Wealth consciousness is not just about money. Wealth consciousness is it's a whole movement. It's a whole attitude. It's a whole thing. So many of us don't get to the next level because we have a lot of fear in us. We have poverty mentality. We have a lack mentality. Hello, somebody. Okay. And so we keep repeating and regurgitating those same fears, and we don't get nowhere. So we're going to teach this webinar. Oh my God. I was working on the slides today. Listen. And it's free. The webinar.
Okay, wait a minute. Did you say free with an F?
Yeah, I gotta be sophisticated. It's free, Ace. And I was sitting there, I was like, girl. And Ace, listen, the efficacy engineer is gonna walk you through efficacy. Because I don't hear too many melanated people talking about efficacy.
I don't think I've ever.
See, y'all talk about wanting to be change agents. Listen, what Ace and I are doing, it is innovative, and it really is not being done. I don't really see it done.
I don't think I've ever seen it, Dr. Brooks.
Most of us, and I don't want to drop no names, but there's like this well-known coach out there, and I just be like, really? She makes a living abusing people. She makes millions of dollars tearing people down. No, we're not going to do that in this program. All right. I just don't hear too many of us lifting us up and giving us like real strategy and skill sets based on the science. And so don't let the word science scare you, because what we're going to do is we're going to make this simple for you. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, I sit here and I spend my whole day reading books. All I do is read books, read articles. Why? So I can create things for y'all so that you don't have to do them. I mean, if you want to read 500-page books,
and if you want to go to PhD school,
if you want to go get a doctorate degree, I mean, I ain't trying to stop you from doing that. If you want to look at a bunch of research journal articles all day and try to make sense of that stuff, go do it.
Or what if you can learn 5, 10, 15, 20 years worth of knowledge
in a webinar? In a webinar.
What if you can learn those things? And I just appreciate you, Dr. Brooks, because you're absolutely right. I don't think I've ever seen someone who looks like me teaching on efficacy. This is a concept. This is not nothing new to man. This is not a new concept, but we're not taught this. Some of y'all have never even heard the word before.
That's it.
Y'all can't even spell it. Let's just be honest. Y'all have never heard the word, but I am so excited because I will be coming to teach you guys truly about efficacy. Because we understand that efficacy is the secret. There's a real secret, and it don't have nothing to do with candles. It has nothing to do with how strong your prayer life is. It has nothing to do. Am I going too far? I'm going
Oops.
too far. I went too far.
We're
I'm sorry.
keeping it
I'll get off
real.
the. I'm a back out of the cul-de-sac.
We
I know
keep
I'm
it
on
real over
somebody's
here.
territory. But what I want to teach you guys is, what does efficacy mean? How do I put it into practice? What is the methodology so that I can acquire it, so that I can go on and live my best life? And we're really talking about your best life. If you can see the little scroll bar, it says Elevate Her 360. I'm so excited about this 360 experience that we're talking about. We're talking about total, complete, all the way around. We're talking about in your relationships. I don't know about you guys, but I want to fix some relationships. I want to improve my relationships. I want to understand how I can be more confident to go and network more and learn how to market more and market my business and market the things that I love. I want to develop true relationship skills. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know y'all probably don't want to hear, but some of y'all do too. Some of y'all do too. You guys don't understand what true emotional intelligence is. Y'all read the book, but it doesn't click in because some of you guys are still living in that primitive space that Dr. Brooks talked about. So we're talking about how to enhance you, how to elevate you, to get you up here into that pink section. Y'all remember? We want to get you up here. And when you have that type of efficacy, that type of agency, that type of actualization in your life, you'll be a force to be reckoned with. You'll be in a space of confidence, and that will be what you know about yourself. But we also know that some of y'all want better wellness. Okay, I'm talking about me. I'll just be honest. I'm talking about me, Dr. Brooks. I
And
want to
me.
invite wellness into my life. I'm not talking about this cliche self care. I'm talking about care of self. I want to help you guys to truly understand how to care for yourself by starting here and working your way into every area of your life. Or maybe I think this is gonna be everybody in the room. Y'all want to work on your finances. Y'all want more money. Let's just be honest about it.
Raise
Y'all
your
ain't got
hand. Raise your hand if
raise
you want more
your hand.
money
I think that's them because they seem to have great relationships in this room, and
and
y'all seem to
wellness.
have total care and wellness. But I know that y'all can use a little bit more money. That's what the Elevate experience is all about. It's a 360 program that you'll spend 30 days with Dr. Brooks and we're going to talk about the 15, 20 years of experiential data, research, the experiences, the expressions that we've learned and cultivated over all these years, helping thousands and thousands of clients on these lives for hundreds and hundreds of hours, reading hundreds and hundreds of books, writing essay after essay, thesis after thesis, dissertations, and help you guys to understand this stuff in a accelerated intensive. Well, you'll walk away with all of the tools to be able to now disseminate this information into your community. Well, you'll be able to teach your family about emotional intelligence, and you'll be able to spread the information about wealth consciousness. You'll be able to talk about agency and efficacy, and you'll understand the change theories. You'll understand what neuroscience means, because I'm telling you right now, I know it's a lot of us that are from a certain diaspora in this room. And I'll be honest with you guys, the research is there. We don't know about this stuff. We don't know. But our counterparts know, and not only that, but they know more. And it's time for us to learn how we can be geniuses over our lives, how we can have total agency over our lives. And so I'm asking you guys to subscribe. I'm asking you guys to click the link and Dr. Brooks, can you drop the link in there? I'm asking you guys to click the link again and go ahead and sign up for the email list, get on the waiting list, because I'm telling you, this class is going to fill up. I'm telling you right now, there are only 10 seats at this moment. And I promise you, we already got about 8 upfront advances about this course. So I'm looking for a couple more people to say, you know what? I want to know what it's like to live a 360 life. I want to know what it's like to have knowledge that never leaves. Because let me tell you something about this cow experiment that we just ran with you guys. Do you guys realize that you'll never unsee this cow? You will never unsee it. You're always going to see the cow because someone taught you how to see it. Someone taught you how to just look towards the left of the screen. And let me tell you, I've done this live so many times now. I've named the cow. That's Helga. All y'all can see Helga now. And she just as cute as she want to be. Cute little button nose, those cute little eyes. I see you. We will never unsee this now. And that's what happens. That's neuroscience. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And Dr. Brooks asked the question, have you missed any opportunities in your life? Have you missed any? You don't even know because y'all thought it was a man laying there and birds. And the other day, somebody said a peacock. Somebody just said a woman getting her hair done. We done heard all kinds of stuff this week. And what we're talking about is neuroscience. Neuroscience teaches us that once you see it, you can never unsee it. So once you see the road to success, once you see the road to better health and better wellness, once you see the road to better relationships, you will never unsee it. And so what does that look like for you? That means it's a return on your investment because now you have knowledge that is powerful. That's going to take you beyond. You think a promotion is something? Wait till you see what happens next in your life when you understand how to see the damn cow. Oops. I didn't mean to say damn, Dr. Brooks. I'm sorry.
Oh, we
I'm
cuss
sorry.
over here.
I'm sorry I didn't eat dinner yet. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to say that, okay? It's teaching y'all how to see the cow. And I want to bring you guys into this cohort, into this intensive. And I want to go through it, y'all. This is going to be something that's never been done, especially by people who look like us. This is why we have the confidence to talk in this room and speak to you guys because this thing is going to be sweet. It's going to be virtual. It's going to be immersive. It's going to be all types of things happening. And you're going to walk away. You're going to walk away saying, damn, I missed that cow. And now I see it. Now I see it. And I know the path to my dreams. I know the path to purpose. I'm talking to a couple purpose peoples in here. There's some purpose angels in this space. I see some agents, some change agents, and some thought leaders in this space. I see some authors. I see some content creators. I see some entrepreneurs. I see some people who are invested in academia, and you want to get it all right. But you just say, I'm going to just wait another. Okay, wait till the first. Today is the first. This is the first right now for you. Today, right now, is the first. Today is the day to say, you know what? I want to learn from people who look like me. I want to learn from a Dr. Brooks who is a brain genius. She has a publication that is global. You can type her name in the search bar. Y'all, they teaching her work in New Zealand right now. You want to learn from people who look like us. Guys, not only do I sit at the right hand of a self-made multi-millionaire, my daytime job outside of coaching, I am an executive in a multi-million-dollar business, okay? And I watch this Black woman every day lead an organization. I watch it. I see what it's like when you have efficacy. I've got to learn it firsthand. I got to see the Dr. Brooks in the world and say, how did they do it? How did Dr. Brooks get through her doctoral degree? Do you guys realize how much study, how much efficacy, how much confidence it takes to pull back from the world and create theories for the world to learn for the rest of ever? That's actualization. That's agency. And I want to help you guys to find your moment, to grab your moment and go to the next level, because we're not going to never unsee the cow again. So Dr. Brooks, I'm so excited. I know it's time to move into our last phase. It's time for us to get ready to go. So we're going to move over to our question and answer period. And this is a sweet period where if you have any questions, I am passionate, Tanya. I'm passionate because I know great women like Dr. Brooks, my boss who is a self-made millionaire. I see this stuff every day. I'm around the most wealthy, most conscious Black people. And to be able to sit up under Dr. Brooks and up under these titans, it has blown my mind what confidence and efficacy and esteem and belief and knowledge would do for us. And our people, we need this now. We need this now. We can't wait no longer. There's not another day we can go without understanding neuroscience. Y'all need to know it. It's the secret to success. Neuroscience is going to elevate your life. Neuroscience is going to make you one of the 1%ers. And I need you to jump in line right now. I need you to jump in line right now because I know that you have a vision. I know there's something that you want in your life. I know there's something that you desire for your life. I know there is. I know that you're going to sleep and God is showing you visions of yourself. I know God is ministering to your spirit and you're hearing, how can I get there? How can I get there? Well, I'm telling you tonight, if you get in this Elevate Her cohort, you be one of the alumni of this new program. You be one of the 10. Before there's a million, you be one of the 10 who take this revolutionary course into the deep dive of neuroscience. Explore your brain. Learn about things you've never heard of before, concepts you've never heard of before, theories you've never even known existed about you. This is the time now because this stuff will directly impact your finances, your relationships, your wellness. It's going to directly impact it. It's going to change your life. So I'm so excited for you guys. So I want to move into the live question and answer. I think somebody got a question. Miss Wisdom. Dr. Brooks?
Is biofeedback in your line of work? No, it's not. I'm familiar with that, but no, I don't do biofeedback. You're talking about working with brain scans and that kind of work. No, I don't do that. But that's a great question. I love Linda's response when she said, I want to manage my finances, because in the Wealth Consciousness, in the webinar next weekend, we're going to actually, the entire webinar really is about wealth consciousness, and not just finances, but there is going to be a segment on ways that we can increase and improve our finances. So I hope that you, in fact, I know Linda, you are on you're on the email list. So hopefully you got the email today with the link provided to actually pick the date that you want to attend the webinar so that you can get the information. So if you're not on our email list, you need to get on the email list so that you can attend the free webinar next weekend, because even before we launch the program, we want to launch this webinar, because the webinar is going to provide you with a lot of information on mindset work. Okay. These are the things that we need. These are things that have been researched by researchers, and they've told us these are the areas that prevent individuals from accelerating in their life and their goals and their aspirations. And so all you got to do is tell me. You got to tell me twice. What was that?
Real good. Pull that one up, Dr. Brooks. That's a good one.
Okay.
But she's all of us.
I have the sticky notes all around, pictures of the things I want. I write what my perfect day would look like, feel like, even down to what I would be eating, and still knew something was missing. My God. I love that.
We've all been there, right? You've done all of the things. You're like, I got the book. I got the self-help book. Oh my gosh. I took the little course. I went to the revival. I've been praying. I've been doing. Why am I still not there?
And that's the point we're trying to make. And I don't want us to be 78, 30, 35, 45, 70, 80, 90, still doing all the things. Because Delara, I'm the same way. Delara, you're in my Patreon, so you hear me talk about this stuff all the time. Like, I wore myself out doing all the things. How do you get on the email list? Miss Wisdom, that's a great question. I love it.
Miss Wisdom, admittedly, we're still trying to figure out how to drop a link in here.
I did put it. It's so I don't. Where are you watching, Ms. Wisdom? Are you watching from Facebook or YouTube? Because the
Ms.
link
Wisdom is
is
watching
pinned on
from
my
YouTube.
it's pinned on my Facebook page.
And it's on your YouTube in the community tab.
And it's on my YouTube on the community tab, because for some reason on StreamYard, it does not, when I put it in the comment section, it's not clickable.
And I know you're not going to type all that out. I know. But
So
it's going to take a little bit of recourse. Okay. I'm so sorry. We're still trying to figure out.
That's the only feature we don't like about this app, is that it does not provide clickable links. And I'm mad about that.
I'm mad about that too. I need to call them tomorrow.
But if you're on Facebook, the link is in my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're on, it's right now live, because I have it pinned in the comments on Facebook. So I don't know where you're watching from, but there is the link right YouTube. There. She's watching on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can find the live on YouTube, Miss Wisdom, and I'll put the link in my YouTube comments if I can get into my live stream.
And
Miss Wisdom, while I check on that.
Yeah, Miss Wisdom, if you can, we have the link posted in the community tab on Dr. Brooks' one of her most recent posts. I know it's a little extra, guys. Sometimes we gotta walk a couple inches to get the mile. I'm just for some of us who really are like, you know what, I'm ready to do something that makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm ready to feel a little discomfort. I know it's hard. We want everything quick, fast, in a hurry. We want to click. Trust me, I know that from the business school, we would talk about conversion rate, right? It slows conversion rates. But I just believe that some of you guys are saying, you know what, I'm gonna do a little research because I want to find that link. And we're still.
I found the live on YouTube.
You found it? Are you able to click to write a link?
And now whether she can click into it, I don't know, but I did find it.
So yes, guys, I appreciate every last one of you guys who stuck around today. We have been now talking about the launch of this special experience for the last 4 nights now, and we're going to continue. So you're going to continue to see us, and every night there will be a different theme about what we're talking about, just as we kind of take little pieces out of the program and different thought pieces that I know is going to. So if you want to join us again, come back again when you see us live again tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday or whenever. But continue to keep yourself surrounded around this kind of energy. This is how we do the work.
I just want to remind you all, because I was stopping and kind of helping Miss Wisdom. I just want to back up for 1 second. The first thing that you need to do is get on the email list. Okay, you got to get on the email list, the wait list, because that's where I know I can communicate with you all through email. With the live streams, you might miss it. You might get on, you might not. But if you get on the email list, then you and I both can ensure that you get the communications from me. All right. So the first step is to get on that email list. Again, awesome. You found it in the community area, great. On YouTube, great. So that's the first thing. And then when you get on that email list, you're going to also get a free gift from us, the confidence code. You're going to get an immediate download, the PDF download. It is so powerful. If you're able to print it out and start to study it. Okay. All right. That is worth every bit of a couple $1,000 just somebody to just teach me how to become more confident. Right. So the first thing is get on the email list. Now, next weekend, we're having some webinars all weekend on wealth consciousness. Okay. So we're going to be talking about efficacy, and we're going to be talking about mindset. And I have a whole assessment that I've created for y'all, just for y'all from scratch. Okay. There's going to be a limiting beliefs assessment. Why is that important? You want to know why that's important? Because if you don't know what your blocks are, you're not going to know how to change anything. How many times have y'all tried to change something in your life and it was an epic fail? Mm-hmm. It's only until you're able to consciously identify the blocks that you're able to make changes. And so I've created an assessment for you all. And you're going to take that assessment and you're going to find all of your limiting blocks, all those hidden blocks that are preventing you. And you'll be able to then create a plan to challenge those limiting beliefs so you can start the process of doing this work. So again, the webinar and the program is not for lazy people, y'all. I just got to be honest with you. It's not. It's not for lazy people. It's not for people who make excuses. There is no magic wand that I can wave and make everything better. And I know that we're used to these microwave prophets. Ace and I both are very prophetic people, but I'm telling you all that this is not going to be something that you do overnight. So we're looking for people who are dedicated to doing the work. But I know that it takes 21 days to create a new habit in the brain. And I can teach you how to do that in 21 days. Okay. So get on the email list. And then the next thing that you're going to end up doing is you're going to get an email from me. And it's going to ask you to choose which date you want to attend the webinar. We're giving you options here. You got options. Okay. And so you'll choose a date, 27th, which is Friday night, 28th, which is going to be Saturday evening, or either Sunday. Okay. And we'll see you on the webinar as well. Linda says she ready to do the work. That's my kind of talk. Okay, let me go see Tanya's comment before we go. I'm on YouTube viewing your live. I requested, wait, where did it go? I can't see it. This energy months ago, and here I am. Oh, you're welcome, Tanya Mack. See y'all? See? That's why we have to be patient. All right. And Ace, I feel so blessed. Because it's not about the crowds. We have a very engaged audience. Mm-hmm. And y'all are blessing me and Ace. And we want to thank y'all for blessing us. We want to thank you all for just sitting in this space with us and being willing to learn and get new information. You all don't know how y'all are encouraging me and Ace. And that's why we're able to come back every night and do this. Yes. Because y'all are so engaged, and that's what we want. I'd rather have a highly engaged audience than to have 100 people who are just calling me names. So thank you all for being so high level. Y'all have made this experience so amazing for us this week. And that's why we wanted to give you all a gift back, because y'all have been so kind to us and receiving us. All right. Any more questions before we go? Any more questions? If you have trouble finding the link to get on the email wait list, send me a private message or send Ace a private message, and we'll get that link to you. Because we want you on the email list. We want to see y'all in the webinar next weekend. Oh, we love you too. I did learn something years about thinking. If you're in a situation, think about 3 options to change your situation. That's great. That's great advice, Ms. Wisdom. That's great advice. That's great advice. Absolutely. That is awesome methodology. We love you too, Miss Linda. Anybody got another question before we go? Ace, you got anything else?
Oh, no, I'm just excited about the Elevate Her experience. I am so excited. You guys, you just don't understand. What'd I say? Oh, yes. Thank you, Henry. That's right.
Hey, Henry.
You know what? Henry plugged it, not us, so we may as well talk about it.
Well, you know.
Henry plugged it.
We're not really discussing that niche tonight, but since he brought it up. He is referring to my brand new book, When Faith Fails. So if any of you are having any type of mental health or spiritual crises, this is the book that you want to get. You can grab it on lulu.com. Delara, you got the book and didn't take a picture?
Hey.
Delara, you know better. I need my picture tonight in the messenger. Tonight. The book is selling really well. I'm blown away. Because I literally don't have a large audience. It's just organic marketing. So when I tell you all that it doesn't matter about numbers, it matters about authenticity. I'm telling you, I'm living this out before you. Okay. It's not about how many people are watching you. It is about you showing up every day and being your authentic self and putting out quality work and doing things that are authentic to you. The universe, God, whoever, whatever you believe in, blesses us right back for being authentic. So stop worrying about numbers. Okay. Wow. All right. Stop worrying about numbers and just be authentic. All right. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night too, Miss Wisdom. You read the entire book, Tanya? Tanya, did you leave a review on lulu.com? This is better than Bible class. Tanya, listen. Okay. I agree. You know, it's funny that we got to go because we keep saying we're going to go, then we keep talking. But it's funny that Tanya mentioned this because y'all know that the other part of my business is 50%. 50% of my business is working with religious trauma clients. And then the other half of my business is this business entrepreneur side where I'm doing personal and professional development work. But they really go together. they're really not separate. Because what I have found, at least from my target audience anyway, most of my clients and most of my students and most of my audience, the reason why they are stuck is because of some religious crisis they've experienced. It's just the truth. And I've been all over YouTube since I'm taking a sabbatical from TikTok. I'm on YouTube more. And the number of videos that pop up every single day.
Every day.
Women are literally just crying and breaking down. I'm kind of nervous because some of them are starting to sound almost suicidal. You know, people are breaking down over this. And it confirms to me why I had to write the book. So I just want people to know that, you know, faith does not have to be so painful. And we've made faith very painful. But Ace, maybe we'll come back and talk about that on a separate, because we were supposed to do a podcast or a show or something when we.
Yeah, we did. We are. We will. We will.
We might.
We will. That's going to be an exclusive event, though. We will.
That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
That's going to be real good. Well, nonetheless, guys, it sounds like you guys still stuck around. Y'all have encouraged me.
Yes.
You guys have uplifted me.
They're very engaged.
I'm so excited. Well, nonetheless, you guys don't have any other questions, so I'll just say grace and peace.
Peace and blessings. Love and light.
Namaste and Ashe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.
Next time. Good night, y'all.